In this video, I'm gonna show you how to live stream in a Facebook group using OBS. So let's not take much time, let's actually get right into it. So right now we have a fresh copy of OBS open. If you don't know how to download OBS, you can go to Google and type in OBS, and the first page that's going to appear is gonna be OBS broadcast software. Just click on it and you should see a page that looks like this. So if you're using Windows, Linux, or Mac, depending on what you're using, you're gonna go ahead and actually download the version that goes with your operating system. And then once you're done downloading and installing, just follow instructions. It's super easy. The fresh copy of OBS should look like this. Now, the first part, we are going to set up OBS. And the second part, we're gonna take whatever we have in OBS and actually live stream it into the Facebook group. So the first thing you're gonna see, of course, the scenes part here. So we're gonna create our first scene, which is gonna be our welcome scene. And then what we need for this one, we're gonna go to sources and we're gonna hit the plus sign and we're gonna bring in an image. I have an image that says welcome, so that's the image that we're gonna use. So we're gonna go ahead and hit add image, and then I'm gonna browse, and then I'm gonna go to my desktop. I have this image that I have already saved, and I have this graphics that I created that's called welcome. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually click OK. And right now, this is our first scene where before we go live, we're gonna have this. Now you can make it whatever you want. You can create an actual photo, maybe have a picture of yours on the welcome screen, whatever you want. Be creative, or it could be a video, but for now we're just gonna keep it simple. It's gonna be a welcome to the stream. It will be live in a moment. You can even use a countdown timer depending on what you want. All right, now for this scene, we're gonna go ahead and actually add some music as well. So we're gonna go ahead and hit the plus sign, and then we're gonna use this media source, and then we're gonna just call it music, right? Because when people are waiting for you to go live, you want to have some music playing. Now we're gonna go ahead and actually check the looping option, and then we're gonna go hit browse, and then I'm gonna look for some music here that I have, and then hit OK. And of course the music should be playing right now. As you can see, it's playing. Now if I had some headphones, you can actually hear it playing, and you can see on my mixer is actually playing, no problem. So what you need to do for the music actually to be able to monitor it, you need to go to the audio mixer here, and then right click, and then go to advanced audio properties, and then where it says music, you need to make sure you check monitor and output. All right, that case, it's gonna start playing in your headphones, so whenever you go live, you are able to actually hear it or monitor it and know what's going on. All right, you can also pause it, you can restart it, you can do whatever you want with the music as long as you have your cursor kind of on it. All right, so that's a welcome scene. Now the next scene is gonna be our main scene. We're gonna go ahead and call it main, and that's actually our main camera. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and actually add my camera. I'm gonna add a video capture device. Now you would have your camera connected via a capture card, or it could be a webcam. Whatever you have, it's gonna show up here. All right, so what you need to do, we don't need to name it, we can keep it the way it is, video capture device, or you can name it whatever you want. We're gonna hit OK. And then for the list of all the cameras that I have, in my case, I'm gonna be using Streamlabs desktop virtual webcam. That's my camera kind of going through my software that I'm using. But in your case, it's gonna show up here. So it could be a capture card, it could be an ATEM Mini or Blackmagic design. So depending on the capture card that you're using, it's gonna show up here. And don't worry, you should be able to see it. For the resolution type, you can just use custom if you want, and then you can actually choose 1080p just to make sure you match the actual resolution that you're sending. And for the rest, just keep it the way it is. You don't have to complicate yourself. Hit OK, and then boom, we have our camera. Now we have our camera, but we don't have our audio, so we're gonna go ahead and actually add a microphone. For audio, we're gonna go ahead and add another source. It's gonna be our audio input capture. It's gonna be, of course, the microphone that we're using. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit OK, and I'm gonna find all the list, like the list of all the microphones that I have available right now. This is my Vocaster one, which is the interface that I'm using, so I can go ahead and actually choose that one. So we have now our camera, we have our audio so people can hear us, and then we have our first scene, which is the welcome scene, and some music. Boom, and we are good to go. Usually I will add another scene, which is like, you know, end of the stream or something, like, you know, stream ending soon or something like that. So depending on what you want, the amount of scenes that you could create, it's just endless. So you're gonna be you, depending on the show that you're building. You can do some screen share if you want to share your screen. I have a video actually about how to share your screen, and I'm gonna link it down below for sure if you want to check it out. But other than that, for the sake of keeping this video simple, we're just gonna keep these two scenes for now. All right, so the next thing we are going to actually go to settings, just to make sure everything is good, and before we actually go live to Facebook. The general tab, this is not really that important. Make sure you use the language that you're supposed to be using, and the theme, if you want to keep it white or dark or whatever like theme that you want. For me, I like this one, it works well for me, so I'm gonna keep it this way. And that's pretty much it for the general tab. Another tab here that we have is the stream tab. Okay, and this is where we're gonna set up our stream, so connect OBS to Facebook. All right, before we go there, we're gonna go to the output tab. Okay, and you want to make sure, especially if you're streaming on Facebook, the maximum bit rate that you can get is 4000. So you want to make sure you type in 4000 to get the highest quality audio bit rate. You can actually keep it the way it is. And of course, we're gonna go to video here. The base canvas, if you're using a monitor that's 1080, you want to make sure you keep it at 1080p. And the output resolution, you want to make sure is actually at 1280 by 720p, because that's what actually Facebook takes. Now, if you're not gaming, you're gonna actually keep the FPS values at 30 frames per second, and that should do the job. The next phase is really, before you do anything, make sure you hit apply. Okay, and then for the stream option, because this is where we're gonna be sending our stream to Facebook, so for the service, we want to make sure we actually keep it to custom. All right, I know you'd be tempted to actually keep it to Facebook Live. You don't have to do that, you could do it, but custom, it will still do the job as well. Now we're gonna need what's called the server URL or link, and then we're gonna need the stream key from our Facebook group. So the next part is gonna be within Facebook group. So right now I have my Facebook group open, and what we need to do is I'm gonna go to the Facebook group right here, and then pretend like I'm going to post something. Usually sometimes you would see the live option, but some cases sometimes you don't actually see it. So you need to go to these three dots here, and then Facebook is gonna give you more options. Now for now, as you can see, we have the live video. All right, this is the option that we need. We're gonna go ahead and actually click on it. As soon as you click on it, you're gonna get this go live button. Of course, you can schedule it if you want, but we wanna go live now. Okay, and then as you click, you can see that it's gonna give you the stream key, and it's gonna give you the server URL. So you need to go to advanced here, and then as you can see, it's gonna give you the server URL here. Now you need to copy this server URL, and then we're gonna go back to OBS, and then we're gonna go to settings, and then we're gonna go to where it says stream, and then you go to server URL here. Okay, so this is where we're gonna paste it, right? And then we're gonna hit apply. Okay, minimize OBS, and then go back to our Facebook group, and then we're gonna go to the streaming key here, hit copy. Okay, and then we're gonna copy the streaming key. Of course, you need to always hide your streaming key, and go back to OBS, and then we're gonna go to settings, and then on settings we're gonna go to stream again, and then we're gonna go to stream key, and then paste the stream key that we just got, and then hit apply, and then hit OK. So right now, if I go ahead and actually hit start streaming, of course I'm gonna change my scene to welcome. All right, and then I'm gonna hit start streaming, and if I go to Facebook right now, I should be getting the feed. So as you can see, I am getting the feed now coming from OBS. So this is the video that the viewers are going to see. Right now we are not live, right? But I want to show you if I go to OBS and actually change the scene to main. All right, so as you can see, I'm on the main scene. Okay, if I go back to Facebook, you can see that the image is actually changing. All right, the scene changed. So what you need to do for you to be able to go live, as you can see, we're getting an actual message here that says the keyframe rate are too low. Okay, these are some of the things that you may get. Okay, again, to get the best settings, I have a video that is actually dedicated to the best settings for Facebook. You need to actually, I'm gonna link it down below as well. But what you can do if you get an error like that, go back to OBS, and then we're gonna go to settings. All right, and then we're gonna go to output, very important. And then output mode, we can go actually make it to advanced. Make sure everything here is CBR, okay, under encoding settings. And video encoder, we can actually go ahead and use NVIDIA NVENC H264 if you have a dedicated graphics card. Bitrate, again, we're gonna put it to 4000. And then for the keyframe interval, this is where we needed to change. This is the error that we were getting from Facebook. We can actually have it at 2. Now the rest, you can keep it the way it is and then hit apply and hit OK. Now if we start streaming, everything should be okay. So if I go back to the Facebook Live here, now I'm getting the signal and I'm not getting any error message anymore. All right, so that's pretty much it, how you actually do it. Now the next phase is ready to go where it says add post details. Just click on it and it's gonna ask you to enter the title and description before you go live. Description, just gonna type in description for now, and then hit save. And as soon as you hit save, you have this button here that says go live. All right, and then as you can see, it's public and it's now. So as soon as you hit go live, it's going to publish inside the group and you're gonna be able to go live. People are going to be able to watch you. So that's how you go live, guys. Now I don't want to go live in the Facebook group because everybody will just be like, what's going on here? I'm just making a video, so I'm not gonna be going live. But this is it. You just, as soon as you hit go live, of course, make sure you have the right description, the title and everything about your actual live stream. It should not be test. And then that's it. As soon as you hit go live, you're gonna be able to go live. And once you're done, of course, you can go back to OBS here. You can switch scenes, you know, welcome, main, and then after the main, maybe you can share your screen and all those cool juicy stuff, whatever you want to do. Maybe you have a PowerPoint to present, whatever you want to do, just go ahead and do everything in OBS. Whatever you do in OBS is gonna show up in a Facebook group, and that's how you do it. Now if you want to go deep and actually understand all the gear that you need, from your camera, your capture card, and actually get the whole combo of information that you need, including the gear and the software, to be able to go live either in a Facebook group or on a Facebook page, I'm gonna link at the end this video right here that you should watch. It's gonna give you everything that you need to be able to stream on Facebook Live. But other than that, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Take care.